little video of today's sun. As I was telling Connie earlier, this sunspot feature. Let me. It was closer to the limb yesterday, and it's managed to move on. So I think the sun is rotating in this direction. I'd have to go to the Soho site to confirm that. Yeah, a couple of nice filaments on the surface here. And another filament over here. One down at 7:30 position. But no real sunspots to speak of. Not a problem, Connie. I asked earlier if you were going to make it to Rocks this year for the star party. Was it August 1st, I think it was? We're not going to make it because we get back at 10 o'clock on July 31st from California. So there's no way to make it all the way to Rocks in 10 hours. Here's the full disk view. Let me go to maybe to 100% zoom. Okay, that's 100% zoom. About okay, so at 95% we get the whole disk. You're pretty far north to start off with. How far north you going? 11.2. Let me drop it down to 11. So I dropped the primary pressure down to 11. Okay. Have you heard from Teresa lately? I haven't seen Teresa in a while. I know the weather's been horrendous. Yeah, we've had terrible weather here for at least 6 weeks. Even when I went to the Winter Star Party for 2 weeks, week before the Star Party and the week of the Star Party, we probably had a total of 15 hours to observe over 2 weeks. It was terrible. We don't have the snowstorms. We actually had two snowfalls this year, and my brother ended up wrecking his truck, sliding on ice in the first one. kind of strange for down here in Louisiana, but it was 84 degrees on Thursday, record high. And right now my observatory is at 77 Fahrenheit. Let me see if I can tweak any more out. Actually, I put the fan on. It was getting a little muggy in here. 8 to 10 is probably the best as far as saturation. Let me go back to that sunspot that's on the limb. There it is. Yeah, the filaments are pretty nice. I'm trying to get those sunspots without blowing them out. It's like a fine balance. Yeah, they're definitely not as good as they were yesterday. They showed a lot more structure yesterday. Yeah, the filaments today are really the best part. I'm going to go back to... What was the exposure time for filaments? About, not 0, it was... I'm going to go back up to the top, because that's... I'm focusing, I doubt it. Let me see, do I have that? I just turned the average stacking off, so what you're seeing is atmospheric conditions. When I put the naval stack on, it kind of averages 3 exposures to help smooth out the atmospheric rolling. Very nice. There's negative. Ah, okay, there's negative. Let me go back. Yeah, the filaments almost look like white clouds drifting over the surface, which is it's a different perspective. And then the detail around that sunspot area up here. Oh, let me change color. The detail around that spot area up there looks different in the negative. Yeah, it does look 3D. Where is the... I've taken the atmospheric, take the average off. How high is the sun right now? The sun is at... Looking at the sun. The sun's 30 degrees up in the west right now. So it's getting pretty low. So now I have to go back. Oh, I untweaked the focus. Let me erase that. Well, Connie and friends, I think I'm going to call it quits. I just wanted to see how the sun looked today to see if that prominence was any more uh, visible than it was yesterday, and it's not. Maybe tonight I'll do some deep sky. I doubt it. I'll probably be watching Star Trek Discovery. I'm about 3 or 4 episodes behind. I have to catch up from the Winter Star Party. Well, glad you could stop by, Connie and friends. Talk to y'all later. Have a good evening.